100, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Honey, I dash, got it on.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set, ready. Turn the engine. It's out time. It's out time, guys. It's out time.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Murray. Hey, right on cue, they set up the screen and complete it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a gain of 35. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Fitzgerald hauling it in from Murray, and he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36.
First down, Cardinals.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. Running, it's Drake. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second and a couple, Murray, he'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. I took your advice from a bit earlier, tried the screen, but that one, it was covered up pretty well.
They did a nice job on it, but I still think it was the right idea. Probably just a block or two away from making it work.
First carry now. This is Johnson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Switch. Check. Check out.
They stay on the ground on 1st for Johnson. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Here we go. Here we go. Pittsburgh, 52. Come on. Come on, baby.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Charles Harris. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Here's Murray. And the pressure gets to him again. Vince Beagle providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Now Andy Lee will come on to punt this one away. Back deep is Trevor Davis. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Here we go.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Push him back. Push him back.
Back near his goal line, Fitzpatrick. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Let's go. 15 on it. 15 on it.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. That ball complete to Isabella. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throw caught here by Bird. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call a sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome. And a big loss here as he's taken down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Fitzpatrick looking and finding Allen Hurns. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Complete.
59.
It's a gain of 12 yards. Leads to
Check
third
59.
and 11.
Mike is 59.
On third down, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On fourth down, they snap it to Fitzpatrick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.